من يهدي الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وصفيه وخلقه وحبيبه الذي بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وكشف الله تعالى به الغمة وجاهد في سبيل الله حتى أتاه اليقين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. أما بعد. All praises to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Khaliq, the creator, the sustainer of everything, the one who commanded be and it is. I send my salutations upon His Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. This is a hadith in Sahih Muslim that I'm about to tell you. That Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said that, before I get into that, some of you may have heard this story, some of you may have not, but inshallah I'm going to share it. So the Rasulullah, he said that there was a king and his right hand man was a magician, fortune teller, right? And he consulted with him for everything, for all matters. So one day the magician, he told the king that he is getting too old, right? So that he needs to train someone else. So the long story short, they find a young man, and this young man was ordered every day to go to the palace, to go to the king, right? And to the fortune teller, to learn how to do magic, of course. So the boy came every single day to learn from the magician. One day, on his way back, he met a monk. It was said that this monk was the only one left in that village that followed Tawheed. So the monk started teaching the boy about Tawheed, about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the boy, every single day, he stops by the monk, and then he goes to the magician, and he stayed there for a while. One day, as he was leaving the monk, he saw that there was a beast in the way. And by the way, I'm still quoting the hadith. He saw a beast blocking a road. The villagers, they needed to move the beast. They couldn't pass the beast. So what did the boy do? He picked up a rock and he said, Ya Allah, if the monk is right, kill the beast. And the rock hit the beast and the beast died. He went back and told the monk what happened. And the monk told him that you have reached a level that you are going to be tested. You've reached a level of knowledge that you are going to be tested. So be careful now. The whole village is talking about what this boy did and how the boy, he picked up a rock and he threw the rock at the beast and how he killed the beast. The whole village is talking about that. After that, he started, with the help of Allah, curing the sick. A minister who's very close to the king, who was very blind, he came to the boy and he said, can you cure me? The boy said, I do not cure anyone. It is Allah who cures. So if you believe in Allah, I will make dua for you to be cured. And the man, he said yes. He made dua, and the next day, the man got his vision back. He met the king, and the king was shocked to see him able to see again. So he said, what happened? So the man said, he saw a boy, a young boy, and he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to cure him. He said that you have another ilah than me, you have another God than me. He said, yes, my Rabb and your Rabb, my God and your God, Allah. Bring the boy here. So he killed the minister and brought the boy. And after much torture of the boy finally confessed to what happened. The boy said that there is a monk. This monk is the one who taught him, all about the Tawheed and about Allah Jalla Jalaluh. Then he told the soldiers, the king told the soldiers, take this boy to the highest mountain. And when you get to the top of the mountain, push him off. And then when they got to the top of the mountain, the boy made a special dua. He said, Allahumma akfinihim bima shi't. Ya Allah, suffice me. Ya Allah, suffice me with whatever you want. When you ask Allah for something, do not tell Allah, how do you want the problem to be solved? Leave it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said, Ya Allah, save me from whatever you want. The mountain shook. The soldiers that were going to throw him off the mountain, they all died. So the boy, what did he do? He didn't run away. He could have, but he went back to the king. And he told the king, I'm still alive. And the king was shocked. So he told the other soldiers, okay, take this boy to the middle of the ocean, and when you get to the middle of the ocean, push him off the boat. Just let him go. When he got to the middle of the ocean, he said that dua. And he said, Ya Allah, save me from them in any way that you want. The boat shook. The soldiers, they drowned. Right? And guess what the boy did? He didn't run away. He went back to the king. And he said, and the king was crazy, by the way. The king was like, how? How is this possible? So the boy said, do you want to kill me? And he said, absolutely. He said, I'm going to tell you how to kill me. Right? I want you to gather the entire village, and I want you to tie me on a pole. Right? And you're going to you're going to tie me onto the trunk of a tree. And when you're going to get the arrow, but before you shoot that arrow at me, say this. Say, Bismillah Rabbil Ghulam. In the name of Allah, the Lord of the Ghulam, which the Ghulam is the boy. So the king gathered all the villagers, and he tied him to a trunk, and he shot the arrow, and the boy died. What happened? The whole village, we believe in Allah. The king is furious because of what happened. The whole entire village, they said, we believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The king said, dig a ditch for all these people. His people dug a ditch and brought all the people. And there was a huge fire that the people who believed in Allah, they were being thrown in that. So the soldiers were asking, the king's soldiers were asking these people that believed in Allah, you believe in the king as your Lord? They say no? Okay, push them into the fire. They all died. The last one was a mother holding her baby, and she hesitated. And the baby spoke, and he said, oh my mother, be patient, you are on the haqq, you are on the truth. And she jumped, and they all died. Right, now this is one of the stories. This is, according to everybody who was watching, and the king won. The second story is, Bilal radiallahu anhu, his master tortured him, lying down on boiling rocks. He's being tortured, Bilal radiallahu anhu. But instead of giving it up, we all know what he said. Ahadun ahad, ahadun ahad. Subhanallah. Now we look at Gaza. We look at what's going on in Gaza. They are suffering and bleeding. We are seeing all these children die and all these families dying, all these young kids, way younger than us, severely wounded, and the goal of the enemy is to make them, leave their deen, to make them have no faith in Allah. But was that achieved? No, it was not achieved. Those people in Gaza, they are the most resilient people. They have taught us the difference between a man and a male. A male and a man. They have revived the iman in our hearts. They have exposed the enemy. They have ruined their economy. Subhanallah. How many Muslims and many non-Muslims know the truth? Look at how many. There are a lot of them, alhamdulillah, because of what's going on. This is victory. When we see babies die, absolutely, every human, they have that instinct to get upset, But did they achieve their goal? Alhamdulillah, they did not. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو التواب الرحيم. الحمد لله الواحد الأحد الصمد الذي لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. أما بعد. Ya Allah, we ask you to be with our brothers and sisters that are oppressed all around the world, no matter where it is. And Ya Allah, we ask you in this time to be with our brothers and sisters in Gaza and Yemen. Ya Allah, we ask you to be with them and with the Muslims, brothers and sisters all around the world. Allahumma ahfadhum bihimaka wa sultanik. Allahumma arhamhum waghfir lahum dhunubahum. Allahumma ansur ahla Gazzat ala man aadahum. اللهم صوب رميهم. اللهم احفظ أهل فلسطين والمسجد الأقصى من كيد الظالمين وأيدهم بنصرك وقوتك. اللهم يا من لا يهزم جنده ولا يخلف وعده ولا إله غيره، كن لأهلنا في فلسطين عونا ونصيرا ومعينا وظهيرا. اللهم أمدد أهل غزة بمدد من عندك واجعل لهم الغلبة والنصر يا الله. اللهم آمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم بدد شملهم وفرق جمعهم وشتت كلمتهم على من عاداهم وزلزل الأرض تحت أقدامهم وسلط عليهم كلبا من كلابك يا قهار يا جبار. يا عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله العظيم يذكركم واشكروه على نعمه يزدكم ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وأقم الصلاة.